What's going on? Live and direct on the air. Live and direct on the air. Y'all already know the brand. Freedom is must. Freedom is definite a must. Y'all already know. What's going on, family? Once again, as I always bring up, hoping everybody's well, everybody's safe, everybody's healthy, everybody's enjoying life. We only get life one time, man. We need to enjoy it to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no time to waste, man. Tomorrow is never promised. So we got brothers, man, that, you know, they get up in YouTube and they speak about cutting situations, that situation, and a lot of situations. Yeah, it's all good, understandable. You got to speak about it. You know what I'm saying? The stories of the fact, you got to speak about it. But let's talk about the Department of Corrections. How the correction officers are in there and they're really abusing us. They're really beating us. They're really taking our properties and throwing our properties away. They're really in there doing what they're really not supposed to do. But they still allowed to do it because nobody's doing nothing about it. So, you know, I keep saying when brothers and sisters come home and they don't speak about what these correction officers that did to us, is as it was a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. Because if you tell somebody that never been in jail before that a correction officer did this, did that, they'll tell you no because they don't believe that a person in that profession will be capable of doing something like that. Nah, I keep telling dudes, listen, man, I remember we used to get drafted on the bus. And we used to go on the long ride, let's say downstate to Clinton, to Attica, to wherever it may be. I'm sorry. And we be talking in the bus because, you know, damn, man, like, you know, we on the road for hours. We should be able to talk, enjoy, whatever. So because the police want to sleep and he want everybody to shut the fuck up, he keep telling us, raise our voices down, or there's going to be a situation. What's the situation? That he going to start telling you this. If y'all don't keep it down, I'm going to look on the list and I'm going to pick a herb. So when y'all get to your facility, somebody going to be missing their draft bag, their bags with their personal property. Now, what type of game is this shit with grown motherfuckers and these dudes that's not even supposed to be talking like this or doing shit like this? But in reality is that you get to your spot, and while they calling everybody to go down to get their property, after 3 days, 2 days, whatever it may be, guess what? You go down there, your shit is gone. Your shit stood in the bus because the police felt that you was an asshole because you was in the bus talking and shit, sent your shit back to downstate. The porters down there, because they sucker motherfuckers, half of these porters, they went inside your bags and the police gave them and told them, yo, take whatever's there and whatever else throw it in the garbage. They went in there, took your radio, took your shit, and they don't know that half of us that's doing a lot of time have sentimental things that's in there that we worked hard for. Pictures of grandma that passed away, letters from my babies or whatever that passed away. Whatever the situation may be, we had things that meant a lot to us in those properties, you know what I'm saying? We bought things out of there that we bought out of our money. We ain't motherfucking come over there and live off the land and get that shit. We bought that shit. We purchased that shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is stuff that they do. When I was in Franklin, I was in a house. I keep it real. I don't remember what house it is. But one thing I do, I keep paperwork. And I keep all my documents, tickets, everything of anything I speak about here on the YouTube. So anybody got a question that or see it or whatever, man, you send me your email. I'll send you all the paperwork, anything you want to see. Even though I ain't got to prove shit to nobody. But when I was in Franklin, I went to a house where I saw a lot of dudes was playing with the police. Of course, as a youngster, when I came up, in my young time, I learned from the adults how to live in the prison system, how to not get involved with the police, play with them, joke, this, that. You go up to them, they ask them what you need to gotta get, keep it moving. So these dudes used to be playing with the police all day. So I try to stay away from them dudes because I didn't want to get involved with nothing like that. You know, I already knew what type of dudes these dudes was, man. So it came to be that one time, somebody, at that time you had crochet needles where you was able to do the kufis, the little metal ones, not the plastic. It changed afterwards to the plastic ones after dudes was getting out of control with the metal ones. So I knew that to get that metal crochet in the hobby shop, you had to give the police your ID in order to get that. When you give it back, after doing your little hobby shit, you get your ID back, you get the crochet needle. So I know that this was the setup anyway. So somebody put a crochet needle on the arm of the chair of the police. So this was already a setup that the police ain't like me already, because I really wasn't playing with him and shit like that. It was setting niggas up. So he got these Porter niggas, which I got their names, and I got it's funny because they scratch off with a black marker who the dudes that's telling this, that. For some reason, my papers, they ain't scratch it off. I know the two dudes with their names, with their ID numbers. One of them dudes is a Spanish dude that, it was a dude that supposedly knew this nigga around the state, but they ain't know that this nigga was snitching. So I got him on paperwork. Facts. Like Divine be saying on YouTube and shit. I don't come up with none unless I got the facts. And I did my homework. I got the facts. So they get these two porters to come and put the crochet needle there and put tape on it, whatever they did. So anyway, the police come, and supposedly when he came up in there, he put his arm down on the arm of the chair, and he got poked by the ice pick, not an ice pick, but it looked like an ice pick because it's the crochet needles about this big. You do the kufis and all that, or sweaters, whatever you're doing. So he got poked with that right away without no proper investigation, no nothing. The police pulled his button, red dot. Police went over there, they went automatically straight to me. So that's how news already set up after setup after setup. So when they come and get me, I don't know what the fuck going on. They like, what the fuck? They grabbed me, beat me up, put me in a van, beat me up the second time, take me into S.H.U, beat me up, take all my clothes off. You know how they do in special housing unit S.H.U. And when they take all my clothes off, they beat me up again. They put me up in a cell. Mind you, I ain't do none of this shit here. Already, you know that when I got a tier 3, I call for a counselor to get certain documents. I can't get nothing. G came to see me. They say, yo, you did it. Don't say you didn't. When you did it, we got the proof. We got the witnesses of them two rat niggas, them Porter niggas that told this shit. You did it. They gave me 36 months for that. What's crazy is that you don't move as fast. When you get these 36 months with it, you don't move as fast to the other facility you're going to, which will be, because you can't stay there. It's a medium. You can't stay in those boxes more than 30 days. You know what I'm saying? More than 30 days, they move you out. So you're going to Southport. At that time, there was no S blocks then. They were still building those S blocks and those upstates and all that shit. So I already knew I was going to Southport. So while I'm in there, police already, they got the word for the morning, which is the afternoon shift police too, but they informed the night police that I'm the dude that assaulted the police. So they're not feeding me. So my mind, I'm like, damn, man, correction officers oathed in to do the right thing, to correct us from, brothers and sisters coming in, doing time, whatever, to correct us, to get us out, to, better help us to do the right thing when we get home. These dudes doing all this crooked shit, all these illegal shit, and things they ain't supposed to be doing by law. So they wasn't feeding me. And every time I bring this story up to dudes, they seem not to believe this, man. But I talk facts. I don't be bullshit. So they wasn't feeding me. Breakfast, lunchtime. Dinner time come, I don't get fed either. So dude says, yo, how you survived all them weeks up in there not eating? So you got to be lying. Dudes don't know that at that time, we ain't had these kids coming up that play these little games and all this shit. We had grown men then that believe in people that doing biz and real niggas and all that stuff there. So what they did was every time they got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they say something out their food for me. And at nighttime when we were able to, they throw the line under the door, they take the toothpaste, empty it out, and make it tied into the sheets. We break the sheets, slide through the door, and then I throw mine out to grab his line and bring his line in so I could get some bread, whatever they save me. Bread, beans, shit that fit under that door. And that's how I survived. I wish I know the brothers by names, that was there that time that did that for me, man, because Because of them, I survived. I survived and I was able to eat and I was able to hold myself even though I was stressed out. I was hurt that, you know, these dudes could actually keep me away from eating, from food, shit that, you know, it's mandatory that I get, all because they set me up on this assault that I ain't even do. And that shit was kind of fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know that when you're in the box, they tell you, yo, when Deps and all that shit come through, don't you dare to speak to them. Because if you speak to them, we fucking you up. Straight like that, that's how the S.H.U police tell you. Redneck ass niggas. So I got tired of not being fed, man. Like, you know, come on, man. Like, these brothers taking out of their food to give me for their food and shit, man. And I appreciate that and thank God for that, man. But, you know, come on, man. You know, something got to be done. I can't just sit here with this shit, man. So it come to be that the Dep walked by, Spanish Dep. Forgot what his name was, Spanish Dep. He walked by, and I had the urge to say, fuck all these niggas, fuck the police, fuck the beat down again. After this, I don't give a fuck. I knocked on the window, and I said, yeah, Dep administration, right? He said, yeah. I said, listen, man, I wrote you that letter before, I ain't writing shit. And you told me next time I see you that you come through here to let you know the outcome to that. Well, anyway, I got the outcome. I wrote it in the letter for you. I got it right here in the envelope. I showed him the envelope in the letter. And I wrote all the information you need to know of what I wrote you about. Thank God, by the grace of God, that he said, yeah, I think I remember about that. You got the letter? Yeah, I got the letter right here. He opened the slot, and I was able to give him the letter. What was in the letter? Before I get to the next point of the beatdown. And the letter was, I'm not getting fed. They got me on an assault charge that in reality I did not do. I swear I ain't do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, what it is going to be what it is. I'm not eating, they're not feeding me, not giving me no showers. They're not doing none of that. They even cut my water off. You know what I'm saying? I need help. Get me out of here, man. If there's anything you can do for me with your position and with your authority that you can do, please get me up out of here ASAP, man. I'm already got these days. I got 36 months to do in the box. I already know I'm going to Southport. So anyway, that's what the letter said. So I know he read exactly what I wrote. He took that with him. So next thing you know, after the Dep leave, I hear my next door neighbor, man, that I don't even know who he is. Facts, I didn't know who he was, man. I never met him before, but he was one of the brothers that, along with other brothers that were feeding me. I hear him screaming next door. They beat him up. Police is in there beating him up. Like, yo, what the fuck going on? Them niggas mistake the cell with my cell? You know, I'm the one that stopped the Dep and all that. What's going on? After they beat him up, they come over there to my cell next door. And they open the slot and they say, yo, thank your next door neighbor that just got the beating for you. Because we already know you wrote the Dep some shit there and we can't beat you because we don't know what you wrote in that fucking letter. But you know what? Next door neighbor ain't write no letter to no Dep and speak to no Dep. He held that beat down for you, man. And I felt so fucked up after that. They ain't fuck with me after that. I was drafted 2 days later, sent to Southport to start my 36 months over there. But I always thought about this brother, man, because they beat him hard. You know, he took a hit from me. He was one dude that was actually feeding me. I don't know who you are. If you remember, man, in Franklin time, the situation, and you out, get in contact with me too, man, because I like to hear from these brothers, man, that were real brothers, was in there helping other brothers for the cause. You know, they know what the cause is. And, you know, you did for me, man. And it's only right that if you out here right now and you can't do for yourself now because, you know, times is hard. And I'm in a better situation to help you. I'm going to help you, my brother. I'm going to help you to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? You know, I consider that you saving my life, man. You done fed me, took a beat for me, all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You my brother. You know what I mean? So, you know, these are situations that I speak about and people talk about, nah, because you never been in jail. You watching these movies and all that, and you don't even know that it's fact. These things happen. It's facts. You know what I'm saying? For those that know, they know. And we need to start speaking more, not about who we cut. Who cut who cut me? Slashing, who did this, who put pressure on this dude, and all that shit. We need to start speaking about the police that oppress us up, oppresses us up in there, and do these type of things, beat us up, throw our properties away, don't feed us, make up misbehavior reports on us, shit that we ain't even do, and they're getting away with it. And years after years after years, they get away with it, and nobody, even though some people are trying to do things, them grievances and all that stuff, that shit don't work. Because you write a grievance, it goes to the grievance police, which is the nephew of the superintendent and cousin of the police you wrote up. They tell you, the cousin, you wrote the nigga up, now he's retaliating over you. Now they throw a bang on your cell when you wasn't in there and you got set up, and this is really happening, man. And is it sick? Is it fucked up? Yeah, because these people took an oath to take a certain office, whether it's police, whether it's correction officer, whether it's being a judge, a district attorney, to do the right thing. But in reality, they're not doing the right thing. They in there doing all these fucked up things to us, man. And this is why I call it the Department of Corruptions, not corrections, because you're not in there correcting us on nothing. You in there fucking our heads up. We leave out of there mentally fucked up. I came out of there mentally fucked up, man. Sometimes I catch myself, I'm talking to myself. You know why? Because I'm talking on a situation that, that it bothers me. Like, yo, how the fuck this shit happened? Like, how this shit could happen, and how this was allowed to happen, and how we got an administration that allowed their officers to do all this shit, man. Like, we living in a fucked up system that is not really jail, man. And then they wonder why dudes up in there stabbing the police, beating the police up. You know what I'm saying? Run, get a crew of niggas and run over there and pound the police the fuck up in the island, upstate, all over. They doing this, man, because, come on, man. You're not letting us go up there, do our bid. You're not letting us go out there, do what we got to do our programs, get home. You in there fucking with us. You creating situations, you know what I'm saying? Because you trying to get them days off. You trying to get us to fuck your ass up. So you get them days off, time off. You get to go home with pay and all this other shit these motherfuckers be doing, man. We need to stop that. We need to start speaking about these situations that we have gone through with the police up in there and expose them, bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Fuck all that shit we bringing out each other's situations and all that, man. We need to bring out them niggas. Expose them. We already know that we oppress each other. We go against each other. We always cut each other. All this other bullshit, robbing each other. All this shit that we shouldn't be doing. We should be getting together to go against a system that's against us, fucking with us and fucking with our peoples, man. We shouldn't be going against each other, man. That's why I told you, I fuck with everybody. Black, Hispanic, green, blue, Chinese, Indian, nigga come from space. An alien come down here, I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Take me up there, take me to the other world, and bring me back down in a week, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with everybody. I'm loved by everybody. Like I said, if I had situations, it was situations that came to me over somebody else's beef, and because they know I was part of that dude, or whatever it may be. It was niggas talking shit or spreading rumors or lying, But I'm a dude that dudes that are on my pages right now that I bid it with through different spots, right? Because I done back in the days that are on my pages, they know, man. I'm just a dude. I fuck with everybody, and I'm not with that oppressed shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me, man. But we need to expose and speak more about these situations that's really going on with the police in the Department of Corruptions, because it's happening and it needs to stop, man. Y'all already know, man, the brand freedom is a must. Subscribe to the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, live and direct on the air. Share it, comment. Let me know what you think, man. You know what I'm saying? I hit everybody back when they make these comments. And sharing is caring, man. Y'all already know, man. Spread the word so other people know. What we do, we help the wrongfully convicted. We help brothers with parole clothes. We help brothers when they get out to get clothes, get jobs, get housing. You know what I'm saying? We doing things that a lot of motherfuckers ain't doing, but they talking like they're doing, but they ain't doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And, check my background, check my files. And I talk real shit. I help brothers come home. I've been helping them. I sent packages up in the prison. I helped them with housing, with jobs, all that. And these dudes that are on my page, half of them, it's half of them that I helped, and they know that I keep it real. I don't fake the funk, man. Y'all already know. Peace. Live and direct on the air. One.